Hey folks, it's Nessa here on Infinitely Zero's channel. So, I figured I would do a Halloween part 2 video and talk about what some of the things I have in the works and some of what the yarn I ordered for this new project I heard about recently. And also I wanted to say hi and welcome to my returning subscribers and watchers. Thanks so much for coming. And welcome to my new watchers and subscribers. And if you like the content on my channel, please click like and subscribe. You can also join and become a member as well. And thank you so much for my members for your continued support. Thanks so much. Anyways, so last video, which I will put a link there, up here, was I am doing the Sirdar Halloween Blanket Crochet Along. I did not buy their yarn pack. I'm using yarn from my own stash. I talk about which yarns I picked in that video that I have linked up there. And of course, Jupiter, my doggy, decided to play right now. So that's the little click, 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 click you hear. Because, you know, what else are you going to do at 1 in the morning, right? Anyways, and he wants me to go take him for a walk too. So, hi buddy. And he just like stopped by, wants to say hi, he's sniffing, leave the yarn alone, don't lick the yarn. Sorry. Anyways, because it's like right next to me and I'm about to film it. Sorry, I digress. So yeah, in that other video, I showed the squares that I had made and the yarn that I decided to choose. I have not had a chance to work on that project currently. I also talked about the, I decided to do the road trip crochet along, which had already started, you know, like last month or something. And they already finished releasing all the blog posts for all the different design parts. So I've been trying to play catch up with that. And I forgot to show what I had done, which was only like 2 rows in that last video. So I'll show it here real quick of how far I've gone. And that's actually upside down. I plan to do another video later when I get a chance. He totally wants to play. Where I actually show the yarns that I decided to choose for the road trip crochet along. It's the Lion Brand Heartland yarn, but I changed some of the colors that they designed with. The green is different for me. The green that I saw on the pictures of the blanket looked like, it looked weird. So I was like, sure, I'll buy like 3, stop it. I'll buy 3 other different types of green color yarn, and I'll do that. And this was one of them, which is the colorway Kings Canyon. Again, this is Lion Brand Heartland yarn. It's really nice and soft. It's 100% acrylic. It's called Kings Canyon, the colorway. It's 5 ounces, 142 grams, 251 yards, 230 meters. 100% acrylic. They recommend a size J 10 6mm crochet hook or a, I don't know, size 9 I think knitting needles. It's really small, and it's like a 4-weight yarn, machine washable and dryable, made in Turkey. So that's the stuff that I read to you, and that's the color. But then I realized when I started working it, it's really dark. So it's like a really dark green, and I didn't expect it to be this dark. So anyways, I'm on strip 3, which this section is a lot of bobble stitches. I think they're supposed to look like little trees with little flowers. I'm almost done with that section, and then I'll have another 2 rows of a divider. This bottom section is the Mosaic one, which is the first largest piece of Mosaic crochet I've ever done. And this color here is Bryce Canyon, and this one I think is Smoky Mountains. I decided to change it as well because they use Mammoth Cave, and I didn't think it had enough of a contrast, and I have like all these ends to weave in that I haven't woven in. And then that's the bottom. And I forgot what that blue color is. This white color is Acadia. Yeah. What's this blue color? I don't know. Anyways, and I dropped the things. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, so that's how far I've gotten with this so far. Yeah, and this is like the star stitch down here, which looks really pretty. I think came out really pretty. And like a wave stitch down there. There, and this is probably easier to view. I had a really hard time with this mosaic section because I didn't have a chart for it. So, anyways, moving on. Back to the Halloween thing that I said that I was going to talk about. Sorry. So, Heart Hook Home is starting a crochet along, which actually started on Friday, August 15th, which is today, but by the time you see this video, it'll probably be later date. It's called the Halloween Sparkle Stitch and Mix Blanket Crochet Along. I will have a link to it in the description box below. The same with a link to the to this road trip CAL link. Anyways, so this Halloween sparkle, I'm not gonna remember that name. It's like way too long. I'm gonna say it's the it's different squares with different stitches, so it's kind of like a sampler, which will be a blanket. She says how many squares you need they're about like 12-inch squares, how many squares you need to do the whole blanket. This is the Monster Mash colorway, the sparkle. So she shows in her pictures the colors that she chose, and I mean, and she just came up with this recently, so you know, if you haven't heard about it, it's not because it was announced for a long time. This colorway is Monster Mash. It's the Herrschners Halloween Worsted Sparkle yarn. So yeah, she's using this one. She's using 2 skeins of this, 2 skeins of the black, 1 skein of the purple eggplant colorway, 1 color of the green, which lime green colorway, and then an orange. She decided to pick this chestnut colorway, which sort of goes, but I decided that the blaze orange goes better, personally. I like how that looks better. And I also then remembered that I had some of this, so I think this would look really cool as the sparkle yarn for the blanket. So it's two skeins of the sparkle yarn, 2 skeins of the black yarn, and then 1 green, 1 purple, 1 orange. Let me read you the specs on this. The yardage is the same for the sparkle as it is for the solid colors. The Herrschners Worsted Halloween Sparkle yarn. I had some of this already, like some of these colors in my stash. And then I just ordered like the few that I needed that I didn't have. So this is 489 yards, comes in a skein. It's 100% acrylic. Well, these are 100% acrylic. The sparkle one is 92% acrylic, 8% polyester. It's 8 ounces or 226 grams. Again, 489 yards or 448 meters. They recommend a US size 7 knitting needles or a size I9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, machine wash and dry, and made in China. You feel the sparkle a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's not like super rough. And the Monster Mash colorway, this then looks better. It has a purple. It has an orange. It has like that lime green. It has a blue. I don't know what the blue's doing there. And a black. And then I guess this color kind of mixed in between. And it has silver sparkles. I then remembered, hey, it might look cool instead with this Halloween. It's their Celebrate Sparkle yarn, which is in a different section of their website. It's like under the Celebrate Sparkle yarns, not the Halloween sparkly yarns, if that isn't confusing enough. This colorway is called Trick or Treat, and it's a little bit darker purple. This is like a lighter purple, and this is like a darker kind of burgundy almost. It's the same color that's in Witch's Brew. And then it has like a, I guess that's called Kelly green or grass green with black with a yellow. Reminds me of candy corn and orange and silver. Sparkle. So let me know which one you like more, because I'm still trying to decide which one I'm going to do. I may go with this one, but I'm not sure because now I'm looking at it. And this is more of, I think it would match with Herrschner's emerald green as opposed to the lime green that I got. So again, like I said, these are like the two oranges. I guess that chestnut goes a little better with the Monster Mash, but it's still sort of off. I feel like this is more of like a fall kind of colored orange, and I feel like this one goes better with both of these. I was like, let's show more of the orange there. Hold on. It's hard to show all four balls. Okay, so we're gonna put this one sort of aside. Well, we all know that the black matches, right? Matches everything. I think the joins are gonna be done in black. So I had gotten, this is the colorway Eggplant. These solid ones are the same size. So the Eggplant matches with that sort of well. This isn't an exact match. This is more like a burgundy-ish color. Has a little bit more red to it. And then for this one, the tonality is darker. Like that purple isn't the same exact purple, even though it's getting blown up a little bit on my camera. But I will say that to me, in person, this eggplant colorway looks more like what I think of a Halloween purple. This is the green that I have. You see it looks really nice with the Monster Mash. I guess it doesn't look so bad with the bottom color. It's doable because it's more like kind of like reminds me of slime. Because I don't think I have any of this emerald green in my stash and I didn't order it. Anyways, and I had a few other extra purples. So I pulled them out so you guys could see the difference. When I put this lighter one is the Herrschner's Worsted Baby Yarn 8. It's the same specs, it's just a different like line of theirs. This colorway is called Pansies. And if you see, if you put it next to the, they're just big balls. If you put it next to the Monster Mash, it's sort of closer, but it's a little too light. So if you wanted a more pastel sort of color, this one might work. This one would definitely probably look nice with the other two Halloween colors that are weird, that have like pastels and purples. Hey, stop that. There's an in-between color that's lighter than the eggplant, but darker than this color on their website. I don't remember what it's called. And then I pulled out this one that I also had in my stash, which is colorway Plum Wine. And if you see, the eggplant is the one below. I know it's not very apparent. Purple's hard to video, and this one's Pansies. So if you look at this one's the Plum Wine. Yes. And this one's the eggplant. If you actually grab this Trick or Treat and put it next to them, if you see, I think this Plum Wine is pretty much a very close, almost exact match, like a closer match to the purple in this Trick or Treat. But again, I do think that this one looks more Halloween, so that might be the one I go with. And then if you then put this one next to the Plum Wine, which now it's getting washed into my video, it just really honestly doesn't match and just looks like you threw in a burgundy in there. So my goodness, right? So I'm not using this one, but I figured I would show it in case, you know, somebody wanted to get any of these and wanted to participate. Part of the sampler blanket that she did in 2021, she said she's using some of that, and then she may change some of the stitches for some of the other squares. So she doesn't have a picture. She has a picture of the older sampler blanket done, not of this current one, or this new one. So what I'm thinking for these, if I use the Monster Mash, it will be Let me see if I can hold these all together. And actually like get them close to the sparkly yarn. How many balls can you hold? So I'm thinking I'll use all of those colors together possibly if I use the monster mesh. There we go. I'm like, how can I put that better on video? And let's see if I can do it. So again, that's like 2 balls of the black, 2 balls of the black, 1 of the orange, 1 of the purple, 1 of the green, and 2 of the sparklies, which is probably the same sparkly. I have like 2 of each of these. It's just a matter of picking which one. So that's how it looks with this Trick or Treat sparkle yarn. I mean, I'm gonna rewatch this video anyways later and see which one I like more. So that's that. And that's that with the Trick or Treat. I think either one would look really pretty, personally. And she also mentioned too, if you don't want to make it Halloween, you can use any of their other holiday or any of their other sparkle yarns, or use just yarn you have in your stash, but you can also make it a Christmassy blanket and use the Christmas sparkles yarn. That would be a cool idea too. So yeah, I think that's really pretty. And that's kind of how it looks sideways. So I think it's doable. Anyways, so that's that. Whoop! And the ball rolled. Sorry. I'll get it in a bit. Hopefully it doesn't get too much dog hair on it now that it rolled on the floor in front of the dog. So I've been really busy this weekend. Actually, since Friday. So there's a free online Mosaic Crochet Summit going on, hosted by Juniper and Oaks. It started Friday, August 15th. You have 24 hours with a free ticket to view the presentations that happen on Friday. There's also presentations happening on Saturday, on Sunday. I highly recommend it. The presentations today were really good, were great. And there's like bonuses and all that. And, you know, there's different things if you want to get the all access pass, or if you want to get the mastery toolkit, and then you get extra bonuses with the all access pass. You pay for it, but you can watch the presentations later on whenever you can and however many times you want. But again, you know, you can also just do the free one and see, you know, just watch what you can and see if you like it. I would recommend it. So I've been wanting to learn more Mosaic crochet. So that has been fun, but it also, again, very busy because I'm like, I have to do all these videos. I have to catch up for my YouTube channel, so it's been stressing me, and I have more unboxings and other shins to show, and you know, gifts that I've won, and you know, some yarn I had gotten. Anyways, so with that being said, there's that going on. I posted a link to it on my community post tab page. I'll also put a link below so that you have like a direct link in the description box below. Then the other thing I had bought yarn for was the Wildflower Mosaic Crochet Blanket Crochet Along, which had already started, which is by HanJan Crochet. I had ordered the yarn. It had like a yarn pack on Herrschners, was $37.99 for all the skeins, and it was on back order. It finally arrived today. Yay. Of course, everything arrives together. What I didn't realize until today, taking the Mosaic class, was that this crochet along is inset Mosaic crochet and not overlay. So I've been learning what the difference is for that. The overlay, you have one color, one row, and you cut the yarn, and you have like all these end to weave in, or you do a envelope border. The inset one, it's one color, you do 2 rows, and you carry the yarn up, and the stitching is a little different. Anyways, there's plenty of people that explain that online, and I'm not going to explain it because I'm just learning it. So, and I haven't done an inset project. So that this yarn pack was $37.99. I hadn't bought this. It's their Herrschners Worsted Wildflowers yarn. It's honestly feels a little different than their regular worsted yarn. To me, it feels a little rougher. It's not like Red Heart Super Saver, but it's also not as soft as some of the other Herrschners yarns. The specifications are the same. Each skein comes out to $4.97. So when you get the yarn pack, they have two different ones for that Wildflower Mosaic Blanket Kit. It does not come in a... It does not come with the pattern, and it also does not come with a clear zippered plastic bag like a lot of their Afghan kits do. So this actually comes with 3 skeins of this milkweed. This is milkweed color, which is a cream color. Has a little bit of a tinge to it, so I wouldn't completely call it cream. It's a little weird. It's pretty, but it's a little weird color. Yeah. It comes with 3 of those, and then 1, the Rose Clover, California Poppy, Dandelion, Blue something, and Larkspur. That's 1 pack. The other pack came with a Wild Begonia colorway and the green. This is the green, the switchgrass, which I bought separately. And I bought this one separately too, and I didn't know how annoying it was going to be. It's very bright. Wild Begonia. I think I'll probably use it for a gift for someone that loves this kind of color. It's like a bright neon salmon color. Or maybe like for a kid's blanket, for a Boggy Creek blanket, I think this Wild Begonia would be nice. Yeah, so the yarn pack comes with 8 colors, and like I said, the difference is the one I got has the blue and some other color, and the other one has that green and that Wild Begonia, and does not have the blue, and does not have whatever other, I don't know that the other color difference that it is. So this colorway is the Dandelion. This one is really pretty. When I saw it, I thought of Crystal. I think you would like it. That's the Rose Clover colorway. It kind of reminds me like a Victorian rose-ish color. Sorry for the crinkling. This is the blue. The blue, it's called Bluette. B-L-U-E-T. There's this color, which is pretty. This is the California Poppy color. Big difference from this Wild Begonia. And that chestnut would look good with these colors too, now that it's laying there together. And this is a really pretty color, which is very similar to that other one. This one's the Larkspur. It's very similar to this Rose Clover, but they're not the same. The Larkspur, which is this one, has a little bit more, it looks like a purpley with a little bit of pink. And this is more like a Victorian, reminds me of Victorian rose sort of color. So I don't think I can hold all of those at once. I'll try my best for you guys, because it's a lot of balls of yarn. Okay. That's what that yarn pack looks like. Again, you can do however you want, whatever sequence of the different mosaic design you want, you know, or put in a color, take out a color. What I might do is, I might drop that, I dropped the wrong one. I might drop that rose and put in the green. Put it over here. You see what I mean? That milkweed color is a little different. And I may do my blanket with those colors, maybe. Let's put the tag the other way so you see more of the color. You know, it might look better with this one instead. I don't think I can hold all those skeins of yarn. The dog's looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, you know, he has to put up with me all day. Ah, sorry, it fell again. It's really hard. They're really big. My arms aren't that big. Anyways, so let me know what you think. I thought it'd be cool to include the green. Maybe the green might be too much. Let me know. Do you think I should remove this rosish color? Or maybe the larkspur? That's how it looks without it. Yeah, when it's like that, it looks more orangey. A little, you know, it doesn't look as pinkish as opposed to when you put them two together. Whew. I mean, I guess I can always... Is this a plumb line? Yeah. I guess I could always do that. That's pretty. That's a big contrast here in this color. Yeah, I don't like how it looks with this purple. And that rose. Maybe like this. No. No, this, I don't like how this purple looks in there. Okay. So anyways, I'll keep playing with color. There was a really great color theory class in the Mosaic Crochet Free Online Summit today. It was great. And there was a bunch of other very cool. There was Tunisian mosaic crochet that they covered. They went over what's called angle stitches in mosaic, which I didn't know about, so I learned something new with that. And so that's it. Taking plenty of your time. And take care. I haven't had a chance to do any videos about the weaving stuff or about, you know, my trip to the farm tour and the fiber mill tour. So if I get a chance, I'll do a video. If not, oh well. Watch that other one. I'll have a link here of my tour of the, you know, fiber alpaca lavender farm and of the fiber mill where they process the fiber, animal fibers, into yarn. Okay, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Take care.